I'm Raleigh Harvey for VCN, and we are live with Moonriders. It's the Heroica series. This is the 5th in the event of this season, and we just slightly missed the start there. Unfortunately, my poor timing on the streaming there. I can't lie about that. But we are just into the first descent, missed the electric start, and the guys flying off the front as per usual. And we're now just coming round just after the first descent into a right-hander. A little bit of a lumpy section here, just a little bit of a brief lump. Slows everybody down slightly. And these guys are going at such a pace, they're flying through that. There's no qualms about getting through this and onto the rolling section on the back end of this course. We're on Pienza. It's set up as a 3-lap race, so keep an eye on the distance to go. There is a lap counter up in the top left hand corner above the riders' names, but that follows my rider, who you saw at the beginning was just getting off to a very slow start there. So we've got Team 3R blocking out the front of this race at the moment. They've got a lot of riders in there. Moonriders, Ratio still well represented. Doug Hart, Alex Plager on the front there. Daniels and Jay Vanna. To place. Presence felt at the front there as well now. Daniel Shock. All of a sudden, these couple of hills here are just stringing everybody out. So we're live in the chat. If you want to give a shout out to any of your teammates, your favoured riders, or you want us to zoom in on anybody and give you some more info on their stats, then get in touch and we'll make that so for you with some helicopter shots here so we can keep everybody in the action as one of the Wahoo racing riders pushing forward again on the front. So a long descent here. Group of 13 there. It's broken away now with Newton and Grajowski chasing on. Team 3R with 3 riders in there. Hard right hand corner. Not too big a gap opened up there. I think that's going to be closed down. Chasing group. Wahoo pushing on at the front. Wahoo have got some real good team tactics. They've been working together for a long time on RGT, and you see them working as a good team to make brakes stick. Still looks like we've got around about 13 off the front there. Evan Oystensen there is giving his cheers for Team 3R. Still 3 up at the front. Rider flying off the front there, opening up a gap. They're in the Pedalairs jersey. Nice, Doug Hart. Hart is off the front, opened up a gap of 15 meters. We are really early on in the event, so it's unlikely that attacks like this are going to stick, but perhaps it shows that he's got good legs. He's going to try something today, Doug, maybe. Going to the halfway banner there. It's 3 laps. I was expecting this to be bit of a longer race than this. I think it's going to be over quite quickly. I know most of the time is spent on this final climb to the wall, but riders are punching like crazy tonight. Doug, once again, look to see who's there. He's got Woods Clace with him. Mark Rowbottom, Wahoo Racing, and we've got the 3 riders from Team 3R there. So as Evans just checked in on the chat there, we'll see who those riders are. So we've got Jay Orr at the front there, been reabsorbed by the pack, being joined by his teammate who now is taking a turn on the front as well, which is Daniels. Like it's Vanna who's the Team 3R, like he's riding for no pins 3R, sorry. Just about to come into the early slopes of the main climb on this course. Get this hard right-hander onto the tarmac and you start to feel a little bit of the gradient coming in. The segment doesn't start for a little while, but the hill climb starts from pretty much as soon as you turn into that tarmac section. Greenhouse is in there. Ratio Racing in this lead pack. Nick's involved with the VCN team time trial, organising the results and doing promotion for that as well. So if you're not in that already, check out the VCN team time trial. Details are on rgtdb.com. See how your team stacks up against the other ones. Event. But Nick does all the results, and another guy from Team Lou called Falk Levian, he puts together courses. Gradient up at 8.6% now. We're with Jay Vanna, and you can see his heart rate there is pushing up at 184. Coming around the outside of that turn there, just unluckily got forced to the outside. As did Daniils. Fighting there, it's coming up towards the inside of this corner. But with RGT, your avatar can be pushed to the inside of the outside, given the algorithm that the computer works to. And they can, with a little bit of technique, with a little bit of work on your moments of attack, you can alter whether you'll be on that inside line or the outside line. It does take a little bit of skill, something I can do, but a few of the riders who are regularly riding on RGT, they've managed to formula just right. Can save you quite a bit of time. We're just approaching the segment section of this climb. So it's more or less as soon as you turn onto the tarmac you start your climb, but not till well into the course that the segment starts. And we're seeing two of the Ratio Racing riders dropping off this pack here there. Marichak and Alex Plager. Marichak's making a bridge back, but if we just turn around there and we'll have a look behind, the Plager's just struggling slightly. The gap's not coming down for him. One of the Team 3R riders there angling off back slightly as well. Yeah, it looks like Alex Plager's dropping out of the front group now. Ratio Racing down to 3 riders, matching Team 3R, and then with Moonriders with 2, and Pedalers have got Doug Hart in there. 1 solo rider in there. Arno Dennett of the AESRT, our French team. So while we're just having tempo up this hill, I'm going to drop back and see who else we've got in the event. There's Alex Plager. And just a little bit further back, we've got Henrik Mard of Pedalers with Kerpel from Team 3R. We've got Jay Brejo coming underneath Flam Rouge. And we've got Rob Miller, the Team 3R rider, with Ibanez. And then we've got Newton and Keeble. Team 3R being well represented in this series. Jowski and Rocket Roy Neild just a little bit further down the field there. Oh sorry, that's Parks and Krajowski, then Rocket Roy Neild in the Moonriders jersey. And with Vermont, Allard, Van Bears, other of the Ratio Racing guys, Walker. And we've got our friend there, Wayne. His usual name is King. And he's got King Tubby. He's just coming back onto the bike after a little while of time off it. I think he's feeling a little bit chubbier than usual. As Van Bears from Ratio Racing makes it up. Wayne Schnitzeling. And then we've got Mike Wareham. Krasnoborski. Annenberg. Nordink. Zuckus and Holl. Jensen. Karen Bailey, who is the only lady I think that's been taking part. Barbosa maybe a female rider as well, and she's leading the ladies category. Tonight is the 5th race of the series. It's a 12 race series, but it's the best 8 of the 12, so this is the last race that you could, well, you have to do this race if you're going to do the series to compete for the GC overall. Barbosa, Buzan, Run It, and Crackett. So we've 39 riders so far. Fly back up to the front because the riders there are just about to go over the top, and sorry, they've gone over the top and are through the gravel section. The wrong pack there. Team 3R Daniels is back on the front with Banner, Nick Greenhouse giving chase. Zero Racing. So the group's still pretty much as we left it. Arno Dennett there. Back section of the course here. This little evil lump, Doug Hart's made another run at the front, but Daniels got fresh legs today, has flown past him into this descent, a long descent, and it's causing a little bit of disruption in the group. Had been fairly well together. You can see Doug Hart there having a look behind, see who's been disrupted from the group. Still 3 Team 3R riders in there. Ratio Racing reduced to 2. See who those riders were that got dropped off the back on that last attack. See there. Marichek and Daniel Schock, Moonriders. Not mentioned Daniel Shock, I don't think, before, so I can't quite figuring out here if Daniel Shock's made it up to this point, or he was hiding in that front group and I'd missed him. You're doing powerfully well here. He's pushing on quite a bit. The lead riders managed to open up a gap of 1.1 kilometers over the chasing group, which seems phenomenal. So riders just dropped off again on the front group there, and that's Mark Rowbottom being distanced now from that really quite rampaging from group 2. Phenomenal pace is being let down on the road. Daniel Shock and Marichek for Ratio Racing are all going to join them together with Mark Rowbottom. Back underneath that halfway banner again. Catch. Gap opening up to 130 meters. The long climb, the wall climbs. Very possible that these guys could make that distance up. Bottom of an effort here. Keeps pushing on. Gap's opening up now. It's gone from 130 meters now to 250 though. Auto braking kicks in on those corners. See the group up in front are in catching distance. Unless something goes wrong with that group up in front there, they're going to be away now. Joris is just saying, Joris Sheppers, just saying, go Moonriders, he couldn't make it today. Just hoping they smash it. Back up in the front group, we're only left with one Moonrider up in this front group now. And that's Nick Greenhouse, yeah. Sorry, Moonrider. Ratio Racing, we're only left with one Ratio Racing. Wouter Clace is up in the front group still for Moonriders. Ratio Racing coming round to pass my camera bot. He bring his way up the climb. Arno Dennett front there, who's pushing on. Wouter Clace just setting the wheels. just being distanced there. Woods is more of a fan of the flatter races. So that's a big gap to recover. Went out quickly, 36 meters, nearly 40 meters already. And Doug Hart. Oh, sorry, that's the back marker that we just passed in there. I thought it was Doug Hart. Went to a stop in front, but he's still up in the front group. Woods Clace been distanced. His podium chances looking like they're over for tonight. We got Jay Van on the back there. And Doug Hart. Doug Hart's currently sitting in 7th position overall. Nick Greenhalgh is showing really on the first page of the results, the overall. Lead group of Cedric Daniels and Jonathan Orr. Jonathan Orr currently sitting in 1st position, and Cedric Daniels in 2nd position, and Arno Dennett is down in 4th position. So this could be a big change for Arno Dennett here. Cycling Lorenzo is saying great stream, Riley. Thanks, Lorenzo. Is that Lorenzo Simons? Is the not seen you racing tonight? It is Lorenzo. Lorenzo is currently sitting in 8th position. He's been doing really well. I think Lorenzo's been upgraded to the gold jersey competition. Last time around we covered the Moonriders. He was a silver jersey competition, and he did really well on that one. These riders not too far away from the top of the climb, straight down onto the Strada Bianchi. Oh, it is Lorenzo Simons. He's racing next week. Was that a tactical decision, Lorenzo? Was this one of the races that you decided to drop, or was it a life decision, things going the way? Christophe Contant is giving some shouts out for Doug. Doug is currently 157 meters back with Nick Greenhalgh. These guys jumping onto the Strada Bianchi. They're going to be Doug. Well-timed wave there, Doug. I don't know that's to Nick Greenhalgh to say that he's done, but Nick jumps into the front. Nick and Doug standing here together. The Strada Bianchi roads that are featured in the course here are part of a bigger real life ride called I think it's called Heroica. It might be Heroica. was some time ago when they wanted to pave the areas, tarmac these roads over, and the local residents were objection to that. They felt that tarmacking these roads would spoil the appearance and the feel of the area. So they had a number of things go on, a number of events and petitions, and one of the events was I think it's Heroica. It's a bike ride where they take a load of old bikes and vintage, sorry, shouldn't say old, vintage bikes and go off on races around the area on the Strada Bianchi. And as a result, the Strada Bianchi was kept and the character of the area preserved. Nick and Doug Hart here pushing hard together. Christoph saying, come on Nick and Doug, you can do it, you can catch the lead group. Gap's fairly stable, it's been 180 meters now. Doug's pushing out some big watts, 320 there, taking the lead briefly. So we're coming up to this climb on the back side of the course. I say the back side of the course. It's a little bit of a punchy climb, this one. Good strong riders will get this in standing effort. Too much for me. I have to little ring it and sit down. Punches up 10%. Things the legs. Or Arno Dennett and Cedric Daniels forming that lead group, potential podium group there. Christoph Contant cheering on for his teammate Doug Hart, both in the pedal airs. And go, the climb is short. It is indeed short, we've crested it now. And we're into the descent, this windy descent through the tree-lined lane. Nick and Doug working together on this descent to give each other a little bit of slingshot. Gap's opened up to 400 plus meters, and we'll see what it levels out at. 180 going into the climb. So on a net. Away there. Around that hard right hand bend, leveling out. Not too far away from where we were when we went into the climb descent there. There's still about 180 gap. So they are doing well to limit the losses. They're not really making a dent into the lead pack. Jump forward to see how the lead riders are going on. Jonathan Orr and Cedric Daniels just slightly dropping the... Sorry, Jonathan Orr and Arno Dennett just slightly dropping Cedric Daniels there. Cedric having to work hard to make it back into the safety of the wheels. On this flatter section. See Jonathan Orr pushing hard, heart rate's up at 179. Arno Dennett, similar, 173. Perhaps just being a little bit more canny. enjoying the drafting. Cedric Daniils there, just slightly dropped, and is looking like Cedric is going to be hanging off the back here. I think the elastic's snapping for Cedric. Not quite giving up. Back in with the draft there. Drafting at 200, 400 watts now. Lorenzo and Christoph just having a chat there, and Lorenzo's asking Christoph why he's not racing in the evening slots. He's racing in one of the earlier slots. So one of the nice things about the Heroica series that Moonriders put on is that not only is it the best of series, so it's the best 8 of 12 this series. So if you miss 4 of the races, it's not going to affect your ability to compete for the GC. But it is also run in a number of different time zones. So they have the Pacifica time zones, the America time zone, and the European time. So a lot of chance for everybody to get on and compete. Christoph is racing at it's lunchtime UK slot, and Lorenzo is mainly racing in the evening slot. And Lorenzo is just asking Christoph why he's not racing in the evening slot, which is generally a little busier. And Christoph said he wants to spend time with his wife. And, I mean, why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to be out in your garage watching other people cycle virtually and covering it? I don't know. Some people are weird. We've got Cedric Daniils, who I had almost written off a moment ago. He was yo-yoing off the back of the 2 other riders, Jonathan Orr and Arno Dennett, and we've come into this climb, and like a man possessed, Cedric Daniils has gone past the other 2 riders and is off the front with a gap of 16-17 meters. Jonathan Orr, being a good teammate, is not really, well, he is, he's closing him down with Arno Dennett, but see whether they make it up to his wheel. We do quite often hear about teams being on Discord, chatting through team tactics while they're on the road. There's a little bit of a feature that's missing from RGT at the moment, is this ability to talk to other riders on the road. Discord does do a pretty good job. You can set up your own team channels so that nobody can listen in to what you're planning. Jonathan Orr and Arno Dennett roll through and off the front again. Daniils, Rick Daniils just again slightly gapped. Power's up at 440 watts here for Daniils. Slight saving in the wheel, a drafting benefit of about 10 watts. There isn't usually a lot of a big drafting saving going up a hill, but these guys are riding up so fast at the moment that Daniils is getting a benefit of 20-30 watts now. Corner pushing out 500 watts. Arno Dennett is pushing on the front there. Jonathan Orr. Lorenzo is just saying it's so far team tactics from Team 3R, and Christoph is saying what powerful they are at the front, how powerful they are, and they are really pushing out some big watts. Quite often I put 5+ watts per kilogram. Daniils now, the gap's opened up again to Daniils. 25 meters. And the front group, Jonathan Orr and Arno Dennett, are going away here. And do you think this is the time? Gonna call it now for Cedric Daniels, because he's dropping back. He's not seemingly able to respond at this moment in time. I think that Doug Hart and Nick Greenhalgh are going to catch it up to Daniels. Go up to Arno Dennett, and he's just rolling past Jonathan Orr. Jonathan Orr sitting into the wheel. 20-watt saving there. Come round this hairpin, this last bend towards the finish line. There is a little bit of a kicker there. Just a bit of a kick before we go up. You're just getting a bit of chat on the screen there, and Wayne Schnitzling saying sorry Walker, and Walker saying no problem. I'm not sure, perhaps Wayne has dropped in there. Evan Oystensons, come on JP. Resuming JP is Jonathan Orr. As the gap opens up now, he's just shredded Arno on that last section. Going to be over the top and descending solo. Difficult for Arno to close him down on that descending section. Heart rate's up at 187. And takes the win. Arno Dennett coming in second place. And Daniels comes through in third with a really good ride there, just losing the wheels on the final climb of the hill. Fantastic to catch back on earlier on. Nick Greenhalgh managing to overhaul Doug Hart, open up a gap. 120 meters on that last climb. Finishing strong. Shadows. Pienza there. Comes over the line. Under 40 minutes. So fast. Doug Hart. Pedalers. Went through in over 41 minutes. Suffered a little on that last climb with Nick Greenhalgh. Mark Rowbottom. Ratio Racing comes through in 6th position. Ratio Racing and some good results this evening in the team. Jay Vanna is coming through. Nick Greenhalgh giving a shout out to Doug Hart. Vanna comes over the line, followed by Vanacek. Long after his Wouterklaes. And Daniel Schock. Christophe Contant saying what a machine Doug Hart is. And a chapeau to Nick Greenhalgh. Up comes 10th position. Moonriders. behind McMahon and Rob Miller. Evan Ushtenson giving a shout out to Rob Miller. Henrik Mard there coming through, done enough to secure 11th position. Rob Miller with a good ride coming in 12th. Team 3R having a fantastic showing at the Heroica events. Newton comes over, then followed by Purple. Team 3 R3R Credence. Rocket Royal Neil for Moonriders. Doug Hart's in it, I think, reading between the lines there that Doug Hart's lost 2 kilograms and it's helping him massively on the climb. Alex Plager's coming through now in 16th position, Racio Racing. So we've got a battle at the top of the team ratings here. Is R3R Credence. I've got 2,208 points, and they're being chased by Racio Racing in second place with 1,869 points, and then there is R3R Speedwagon who are coming through with 1448. So the Team 3R are up there at the top of the team ratings. Plager came over there in Vermont of Moonriders coming through 17th position. Christoph saying bravo et tu and merci au nombre riders, which I think means well done everybody, or along those lines, and thank you for the live coverage. No problem, Christoph. It's enjoyable and keeps me involved with the cycling when I'm not riding. We've got Parks for Racio Racing coming through. And Doug Hart's just saying, anybody else have spinning riders today? Mine's normally okay. As we get Parks coming over there, we've got Ibanez still on the road. Spinning riders is normally an issue with Wi-Fi. More often than not, when you've got a rider spinning round, it's the Wi-Fi just dropping out briefly, your internet connection dropping out briefly, and as RGT picks it back up, it has a little bit of a hiccup while it tries to figure out where everybody is. So if you do suffer from that, then check your Wi-Fi stability. It's not necessarily speed. RGT doesn't need a particularly fast connection, but it does need a stable connection because of the way it works with everything being done on a remote server. There's loads more information on that on the Facebook groups, and there's loads of people who'll help you out in the Facebook groups as well. RGT is a fantastically helpful Facebook community. Very friendly Facebook community as well. It's not just Ibanez coming over there. We've got Van Beers and Krajowski all close together here. Van Beers pushing out 6 watts per kilogram plus. Coming over the line now. With the Van Beers falling behind, and then Krajowski coming in. That's 3 Racio Racing riders in close proximity of each other. And with Mellard, looks like there's a bit of a battle going on behind between Wayne Schnitzling and Walker of OTR. Mallard coming over now in 24th position. Walker and Wayne Schnitzling just throwing red numbers out. Mallard's really Feet up slightly, coming up into the line. Walker. Wayne is just eased off slightly. It looked like they were watching them in the rider names. The power numbers are going red. I think the gap was a lot closer earlier on. And Walker and Wayne Schnitzling were just having a little bit of a toe-to-toe. See who was going to take it to the line. Walker won that little battle. But Wayne, another of the Team 3R riders. No wonder they're doing well in the team competition. And they've got such good showing. Krasnoborski. There we have Hannenberg just making that final turn into the finishing straight. Coming up on the end of the segment. Christoph's just saying ciao and have a good recovery all. Hydration. Suggests a nice cold beer. Maybe just the one. Got everything you need for hydrating, hasn't it? Water in there and carbohydrates, maybe a little bit of sugar. Or it's isotonic as well. Hannenberg now with 260 meters left to go. Mike Wareham is in a little bit of a dig behind, but closing the gap down to 114 meters. I think he's going to manage to close it down all the way, but there, Hannenberg's getting over the line. Expecting to see Mike Wareham just coming into the screenshot there, but a little bit further back. Mike Wareham coming over in 29th. Wayne Schnitzling is just passing on it. His thanks to Moonriders for putting on such a good event. The whole now 30th position. Thanks Meg PT. Meg PT just saying good stream, really appreciated. Thank you. Got a hole coming in on 1500 meters left to go. Up to the segment. Good segment times tonight in this race. Monticello. Always just call it the climb to the wall. Bailey's not too far behind us there. I just see her come into view, lower slope. mentioned it a few times in the past, but the Moonriders graphics just really appeal to me. I think whoever's put them together just got the right choice of colours. Really just ping out and stand out and have the right font and everything for the event. Really nicely done. Around that final bend, that's finishing straight, kicks up as you get towards the end of the segment. Goes 8, also 9% there. All with 300 meters left to go. Wall of Pienza. Finishing there underneath the shadow of the cathedral. Bailey. You're at the turn, that little kick section. Painful 9%er. Karen Bailey, mentioned earlier on, she's the only lady taking part in the Heroica series. She is smashing that category, winning hands down. It would be great if you know any ladies who are interested in cycling. It would be great to see more of them taking part in the events on RGT. They are very friendly, very inclusive events, and there's always a lot of support given to all the riders who take part. We're with Huzan now. Huzan with 2.4 kilometers left to go. We spent a little bit of time with Huzan and just another ride, and the heart rate's up at 163. And the Heroin bike there with the Decathlon top. Features with RGT is that you can customize your avatar. Quite common in most of the programs. There's a few different male and female avatars that you can choose as a base avatar, and you can apply different kits to those riders. We just see a brief outage there for Huzan. So there's different standard kits, but there's also some of the kits for the clubs that exist in RGT, also in often in the real world clubs as well. And there's some of the jerseys that are brought into the RGT platform for the Echelon Racing League, which is about to get back underway. A lot of the some of the more smaller clubs and teams in America have had their jerseys brought into RGT because of taking part in the Echelon Racing League series. Does give you the opportunity to, as I say, customize your rider personal for you. It's quite good at, probably noticed even there's a few of the teams have got their own jerseys in the events, which makes it easier to pick out the team, and those that haven't got their own jersey, they tend to stick with one specific. So Moonriders use above and beyond cancer research, for example, so you can tell them as a team because they're all wearing the same jersey. And still with 1.9 kilometers remaining. Conscious of the time, unfortunately, we're going to have to bring the stream to an end. Just carry on with Huzan for a little bit. So we will be back live on Wednesday, where I think it's the start of the Westerly VR racing. So we may have some streaming of the Westerly VR on Wednesday, and then we're back with PRT handicap race on Thursday, which is one of our regular streamed events. And we may have some other events coming over as we go on through the week. We just cover ad hoc. I just released a video today of me taking on the Paterberg Challenge. Proximus e-cycling league is due to start soon. They've released a challenge on the Paterberg circuit. So if you're interested in the chance of winning a Wahoo, I think it's the Rival watch, or some sports nutrition, then head over to the events on RGT and you'll see the Paterberg circuit is live there as an event, and you can jump on there, have a ride, and you get put into a draw for winning one of those 2 prizes. It's quite an interesting course, quite a good course. Really big punch at the end of the course. It's challenging to get to that end and bounce up. I wrote it on yesterday and did a video of that. So if you want to see what's in store for you, you can check out the video on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook channel, and get to listen to my heavy breathing and my bike cross chaining, because they didn't put the filter on to knock out the cross chaining sound. So yeah, if you like hearing a bike groan in pain as it's misused, then it's a video for you to watch. But it's might give you an idea of what you're up to and what you're going to be looking at. I think my time came in a little under 10 minutes. Probably could have gone a little faster if I wasn't chatting as much, but be interesting to see what the winning time is on that circuit, because there are some of the guys who can literally fly up Paterberg. Going to bring the stream to an end now as we see who's on into the last climb, and then not too far away from the finish. Got 1.3 kilometers left to go. Take a little while on this course to do this final climb. So thanks all for watching. If you haven't done already, you can like and subscribe, whatever platform you're on. If you hit that subscribe button, we'll keep you updated of any new videos that we bring out, but it just gives us a bit of motivation to keep bringing out content as well. Hope to see you next time. So until then, great day, Muzan. Hope you finished the course out. It's been great riding with you. Take care, everybody.